Good evening, everybody. It's the Eagle with Bossman and My World in Oklahoma City. And Bossman's coming in on this one to help me with the comment side of things, I think.
I'm your secretary for the evening.
My secretary for the evening. So, hello, Southern Yankee Homestead. And as I say, we've got Tammy here. So, Tammy, could you tell us a bit about yourself, please, to start the conversation off?
Well, I am not going to tell you how old, because I'm old. And almost 50, don't I look good? No. I born and raised in California, moved to Oklahoma about 20 years ago. So I totally feel like I'm Oklahoma at heart. So I am an Okie girl now. I am married. Husband number 2. Had to get rid of the first one. That one was like a prison sentence. You know, I was sentenced, 3 to 7 and got out with 5 with good behavior on that one. And I got 2 kids from that marriage that are 26 and 27, grown and gone, and a 9-year-old granddaughter. Is amazing, and he puts up with me so well. We've been married for 20 years now.
Oh, nice. So what's the secret of a long and happy marriage?
Happy wife, happy life. Yeah,
and do you spend his money freely?
No, not at all. Not at all. We're actually we're middle class, I guess. As far as we like our toys and like to go on vacation and stuff. So we spend it as fast as we get it usually. But it's okay. We have fun with it. But no, he's a good-hearted guy. He might be here for the end of this. I'm not sure. He's actually on his way home, but no, he's a good guy. I got very lucky. I don't know what I stepped in, but I am so glad I stepped in it, because he's a good man. Very good man. I don't know any other couple married, not even, like just married, that get along like we get along. I mean, he is truly my best friend.
Well, that is brilliant then, So could you tell us a bit about your channel as well, your YouTube channel?
Well, I named it Myworldinokc because I live in Oklahoma City. I thought people would recognize the OKC for Oklahoma City, but a lot of people don't. I'm really surprised. So I just wanted to do, I don't know, I saw all these other people having YouTube channels, and I am bipolar, and I suffer with depression. And it just, for me, it's like therapy. I have met so many good friends doing a YouTube channel. And it just kind of started by accident. I posted a few videos of our wild turkeys, and it just kind of went from there. And then I saw people doing hauls and, just, doing vlogs and stuff like that. And it just took off. And I've been really blessed, because my goal was to hit 1,000 subscribers by the end of this year. And I've already did that. And so, I just feel like, there's a lot of love out there, and I appreciate everybody who comes to my channel.
Yeah, because you're up to about 1,200 and something now, I believe. So just having a quick look at the chat. Do you want to do the chat window, Bossman, for me, please?
Yeah, I'm just having a look now. Right, we have various people in the group. We have Crimson Fantasies here, Mel, Southern Yankee Homestead, Mary Reed's here, Nesta Bug. We also have Granny Monster in the house.
Which is brilliant. Again, Granny's in the house. Is RLP in yet?
No, it doesn't look. No, not yet.
Well, then. So, Tammy, what are your goals then in the next 12 months for your channel?
Hope to inspire people. I'm really drawn to new YouTubers for some reason, and helping them. I think because I have gotten so much help through my channel, Bossman being one of them, Pixie being one of them, several others. that, you know, there's so many people out there that are willing to help and helped me when you know, I'm still, you know, just a tiny channel, but I am growing, and people who are just starting out, I feel really drawn to them to help them. And I hope to be inspiring to somebody, you know, and maybe, you know, a good role model to say, you know, for somebody else to start. You know, some people, you know, they get ugly on YouTube or jealous or whatever the case may be. And I feel different about it. I mean, there's enough YouTube for everybody, and it should be a happy community and a good place to go. And, you know, for me, it's like therapy. It's nice to be able to talk to somebody. You know, me and Adam talk, you know, and it's nice to have somebody to talk to. And without YouTube, we wouldn't be able to do that because he's, you know, across the world, you know.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I fully understand that. Yeah.
Can I just give you a message, Keith? Gail has got a date with Dr. Foster. She will watch this on catch up.
Yes, I just did see that. Granny, I have been, for the last hour, been watching Dark Matter's stream on drone worship. And that's news. I've got the news that I'm interviewing drone worship on Thursday evening at 10 p.m. UK time. So I've finally got Daniel on.
Well done.
Do you follow drone worship at all then, Tammy?
I'm sorry?
Do you follow drone worship at all?
I don't believe so. Are they in the chat?
No, he's on the dark side. I got to know him through Granny Monster and Dark Matter.
I don't recognize the name.
Well, he's a drone flyer, you know, and he does a lot of live streaming, but he's taking a month off or something.
I'll have to check him out.
Yeah, great channel. He's got over 4,000 subscribers. He's giving a drone away for reaching the 4,000 subscriber mark.
Right on. That's nice.
So, typical Pixie, but he does apologise for being late.
He's always late.
I know. He'd be late for his own birthday.
Yeah. So Tammy, could you tell us a bit about your city? Because that's a city I've never been to when I've had my holidays in the States.
Oklahoma, most people associate Oklahoma City or Oklahoma because of the bombing. We had the huge bombing that was here and blew down our federal building. And it was probably the biggest devastation for Oklahoma besides tornadoes. And of course, we do have tornadoes. That's a big thing associated with Oklahoma. We don't have very many mountains. It's like I come from California where it's lots of mountains and beaches. Here, no, no mountains. It gets very, very humid here. Like today, it's overcast and it seems like when you go outside, it should be a nice, pretty day, but it's going to rain. And it's like, you feel like you could cut the air with a knife to get through because it's so humid. But we have a big city. We've got, big sky tower, buildings and stuff down in the city. But I actually live in a suburb of Oklahoma City, and there is, oh boy, I think 52 suburbs for Oklahoma City, if I'm not mistaken. And we're one of the biggest states for counties. We have almost 60 counties for Oklahoma. It's like 57, I believe. Yeah. And we are known for casinos.
Oh, so you've got casinos there, Lynn. So you're the second Las Vegas, are you? Or the third Las Vegas?
Not quite that big, but, there's a lot of casinos. It seems like you have casinos, church, pawn shop, school. That's like here. Church, school.
So I see we've got drone encounters in. I'm just having 5 minutes. Flying the Mavic safe. Hello there. We've got Jeanette Pickering in, Pixie's wife. We've got David Armitage in as well. If you've got any questions for this young lady, Tammy, put them in the comments, and then
I will ask the questions from the comments.
Yes. That's why I've invited Mr. Bossman in to take care of the chat window, and if there's any questions.
Before you carry on, Keith, how many minutes have you got the slow-mo on for? How many seconds?
30 seconds.
Oh, right, that's fine. That's right.
I've slowed it down. I remembered, because sometimes I don't remember. I forget to do things like that. It's me age, you know. That's what I always say. It's me age. Isn't it? So I noticed on your channel, Tammy, that you do a lot of hauls, don't you? You know, so which is your favourite shop that you go to?
I would have to say the Dollar Tree. You know, the house of many dollars.
Yes, yes. I've just got your channel up, and I'm at the start of when you started posting your videos, which is the Turkey Whisperer, which you posted how long ago?
Well, I've actually started my channel. It was about 5 years ago, but it was just to share videos with family, like of the turkeys. But I've only been actually running my channel or doing, you know, consistent videos and actually like trying to have a channel, I guess, for probably less than 7 or 8 months.
Yeah, 8 months ago, you did the pressure cooker mac and cheese. Yeah. And that was exactly 8 months ago, and you've had 22 views on that. And then I noticed that after that, there's a Dollar Tree craft that you got, and then it was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 Dollar Tree hauls and a fairy village in between those.
Keith, I have a couple of questions from the comments. So Granny Monster wants to know, how long does it take you, Tammy, to make the items you send out to people in your mail, your happy mails?
I'm sorry, what was that? You're real distorted.
I think someone hasn't muted their YouTube.
Yeah, mine's off. I know that.
Mine is.
Yeah. Are you muted the sound on your YouTube channel?
Yeah, mine.
That's better. Yeah.
Right. The question from Granny Monster is, how long does it take you to make the items that you send out in Happy Mail?
How long does it take me to what with the Happy Mail?
To make the items. You send out.
Well, I don't sleep a lot at night because
I
am depression. I either sleep too much or not enough. And I can do, Granny, if you've seen the pocket letters I make, I can do 2 of those in probably like about a 3-hour period if I'm just really going at it. And then sometimes if I'm doing something a little extra special, like if somebody likes a theme or, you know, something they really like, it might take me a few days. It just kind of depends. I got to be in the mood to craft. If I'm not in the mood, I don't feel like anything's pretty. So it just kind of depends.
And the other question we have for you is from the lovely Nesta Bug. What do you watch on television?
Oh boy, I don't watch a lot of TV, but if I do get to watch TV, probably my favorite series that me and my husband, we don't miss an episode, is The Big Bang Theory. That's like one we never miss. We do like some of the CSI shows, the CSI Miami, or New Orleans and stuff like that. But I can live with it or live without it. But I do like to watch The Big Bang. Is probably my favorite.
And you also get drawn into watching movies as well from your husband, don't you?
Do what?
You get drawn into watching movies.
Yes, I do. He usually has control of the TV when he's here, which I should take. He works a lot out of the home, and I should take better advantage of when he's gone. And I usually don't. I end up watching YouTube. I'm a very loyal subscriber, so I watch a lot of YouTube.
Yeah, this is like us all, isn't it? We all seem to prefer YouTube to the TV, and there is a lot of good stuff on YouTube, especially with the live streaming now that's going on. There's more and more channels live streaming, so it's all 24 hours now. You can watch live streams, really.
Yeah.
So Tammy, if you had the opportunity what era of time would you go back to?
Probably like the 1800s, maybe.
Yeah, and why?
I like the clothes.
I thought you was going to say that, you know.
I think I don't know. I believe in, you know, hard work to make things happen. I've never, you know, my life. I mean, you know, I grew up poor, you know, and family. You know, we're just, you know, everybody just getting by. And I think a lot of times nowadays, kids don't realize that, wow, you actually have to work for that, you know, or, you know, what did we ever do before phones, you know, and stuff like that. But I think it's, you know, it's good to have known, you know, they worked really hard then for every little thing they had, you know, and the whole family did. And I don't know, I kind of like that togetherness of the family, how it used to be. I don't see that a lot with families now. A lot of times families don't even all sit down for dinner at the same time. You know, it's a rare occurrence.
It is very much so, isn't it?
It's very sad that families don't sit together now.
Mm-hmm.
So,
another question for you from the comment before it disappears. From Crafty Mum 15, do you read books? If so, what type of book?
I do read books every so often, and I have to admit, I like the trashy love stories.
she's a romantic Bossman, isn't she?
Very much so.
I do like a good true story every now and then, though, too.
Yeah, I think we all do, don't we?
Yeah.
So did that answer your question there, Crafty Mum 15? And Crafty Mum 15, I'll ask you that question then. What books do you read and what type do you like? So
If I had to...
yeah, you've answered that, Tammy, which was very good. So if you had your choice of fellas then, I'm being a bit naughty now, what type of fella, who would you go for? What type of fella?
If I had the dream date that just knocked on my door, you know, that never going to happen, but it would be the singer Aaron Tippin. He's a hard-working man. He come by it the hard way. You know, he can swing a hammer and build me a house and sing to me too, you know. That's why I'm drawn to my husband. He can build me a house, but he won't sing to me, but I got half of it.
Yeah, you did. So can you sing then, Tammy?
No. Dogs howl when I sing.
Oh, because Bossman's a good singer.
Very good singer.
Aren't you, Bossman?
I actually uploaded and did another song today and uploaded it, so there is a new song on my channel.
I love it.
So, what's another question? What type of movies do you like? Because you mentioned TV shows. So what type of movies are you interested in?
I like a good action movie, but I usually don't like the army, you know, theme movies, not so much, but I do like a good action movie. Now, my favorite movie is Overboard. It's like I will stop whatever I'm doing if it's on TV to watch that. It is my favorite movie of all time.
Goldie Hawn and...
Do what, Adam?
With Goldie Hawn and who else is in it? It's...
Kurt Russell.
That's it, Kurt Russell, yes.
Yep.
Yeah, my favorite line in the movie is the very end when she has all those boys sitting there and they find out she's rich. She's the one with the money, and he's asking, what can he give her that she doesn't already have? And she says, a little girl, and it's just like, oh, every time.
Nesta Bug wants to know, what's your favourite holiday?
My favorite holiday, I actually have two. I love Thanksgiving because that's usually when I get to see more of my family. They'll come up and we actually get to sit down, have dinner, and visit. But I do like Christmas as well, but I don't get to see as much as of my family then because they have their own families. But I like to decorate and stuff, you know, for Christmas. And I do spend 2 weeks during December to bake just to mail out goodies to my family. So they kind of expect it now because I've been doing it for so long.
And how many do you have around at Christmas time then?
Usually, if it's just just me and my husband, maybe my kids, my granddaughter sometimes. This year we're actually going on vacation for Christmas. So we're not going to even be here.
And whereabouts are you going, may we ask them, Tammy?
Mexico.
Wow.
Please.
Are you going on a cruise or just
Yeah, we like to take cruises. So we are taking a cruise to this one goes to Belize, Cozumel, and Montego Bay.
Oh, nice. So are you going to do any filming on the cruise this time?
I probably will. Just like, just enough for probably like one video or something. I don't know. I spend too much time doing, fun stuff and actually enjoying it. So I don't know how much I'll actually film, but I do want to at least share the islands just so people who've never seen it can at least, see little tidbits of it, because the first time we ever went on a cruise, I never realized that water could be so blue and see-through, and it was amazing. And for us, I think taking a cruise, in my opinion, is the best way to get a good vacation, because you get your food, you get your room, you get entertainment, everything for one price, and anything else you do is extra, of course, but that's like our way we like to travel.
So how many cruises have you been on then, Tammy, altogether?
More than 10 and less than 20, probably.
Yeah. Sorry, Bossman, you was going to say something.
All I was going to say was, in the UK, the question that Nesta asked, saying, what's your favourite holidays? What we class a holiday in the UK, we call holidays vacation. So this means we have a different sort of meaning. So if you say, what holidays do you enjoy? Oh, I enjoy going to France. I enjoy going to Spain. And then like Thanksgiving, even though we don't have that, like Christmas and whatever, we say, what do you enjoy doing for that particular thing? We have sort of different words for the same thing. It's just quite weird, really.
There's a lot of words like that, like even bathroom, we'll say restroom or bathroom. You guys usually say the loo. So.
Or the lavatory, or the WC, or the bog. Talking of bogs, hello, Barry.
Yes, Barry's in the room.
He is.
So Tammy, how old are the grandchildren? Have you just got the one, or have you got more than one?
No, I just have the one granddaughter, and she's 9. She just turned 9.
Yeah. And does she live in Oklahoma City?
No,
I'm going to have to drop out and come back in because I'm echoing.
Yeah, okay then.
No, she lives in California with her mom, my daughter.
Yeah, yeah. So do you get over to California quite a bit then?
Usually we switch every, like I'll go 1 year, they'll come 1 year, back and forth, unless there's something, tragic or, something, then I make extra trips. But, luckily we haven't had anything tragic, but, I'm hoping, I'm hoping my granddaughter will get a little bigger. So like after 12, they can fly on a plane and it's not so scary. Cause I know I wouldn't send, my kid at 9 on an airplane by herself yet. But once she gets 12, she'll be able to come and spend the whole summers. But we do a lot of Skyping, and so I see her and stuff a lot. And, that makes it nice at least. But I don't get to actually touch her like I wish, kiss her face and stuff like I wish I could. But I do spoil her. I send her lots of happy mail.
So I keep on seeing the dog in the background. So what's the name? What's the dog's name?
I have 2. They're Shar-Peis, and they're brother and sister. And Raisin, she's laying down here on the ground. I don't know if you can see her. And then the one that keeps pacing, that is Kane.
Yeah, beautiful. They really are. So yeah, but Bossman's he's been on 2 or 3 times today, live streaming. I've got to invite Bossman again, he says. So where's my mouse? It's just there then. So I will invite him again. Now, when is your next haul? Is it going to be a Dollar Tree haul that you're putting up, or are you going somewhere else?
The next video will be a Dollar Tree haul that I did the other day. But the next really big haul will be that I did today, and it was the Hobby Lobby outlet store.
Oh.
I did a little damage at that one.
Did you? Oh, that'll be interesting. I'll look forward to watching that then.
I blame that on my new friend Kimmy. It's like I'm wanting to make junk journal, and I had to go and buy some stuff.
So, has anyone else got any questions they'd like to ask Tammy?
Has the echoing stopped now?
Oh, that sounds a lot better, I think. I couldn't hardly understand you before. It was so bad.
Yeah, that's the problem with Hangouts, isn't it? I don't think you get so many problems with Skype though, you know, because I mean I do quite a few Skype calls, but they don't work on YouTube unless you go through OBS.
Mm. So Keith, I see you set in a different spot. We can't see the beautiful wallpaper.
Oh, look at that! How did she know about the wallpaper? Yes, no, I always sit in this chair because I've got the TV, so I'm watching Dr. Foster at the same time, you know, without the sound on. Because that's a series that I follow a lot, you know, Dr. Foster, because she's a female doctor, and it's very interesting that.
Yeah. Now, I hear every time you do a live stream, or there's always questions about the famous wallpaper.
Yes, well, that's a thing that a certain Random Life Productions started off on. She just doesn't like my wallpaper, you know. I've never been personal to her, but she just gets on about the wall. So it's a practical joke in it now. I accept it. You know, that's why I call her channel now Rest in Peace. But she don't rest in peace. Does she?
Like the wallpaper, so I'm good with it.
Yeah, well, I mean, you know, because I mean, you could understand the situation that in every household, the boss is the wife, the woman. So my wife chose that wallpaper, so I've just got to go along with it, haven't I? You know, I mean, it's like when we go out, if she sees a nice skirt or a nice dress, it's Keith, and the wallet comes out, and I have to treat her. You know, I mean, I look after her, she looks after me, or she did do. Now I do all the looking after, you know, because she's getting on a bit. So I do most of the cooking, I do the house cleaning, I do all the driving now. So just one of these things as you get older.
I have two questions for you. One of them is, well, two of them are for Keith, and one's for Tammy. Right, one of the questions is from Barry. Keith, you need to do some merchandise with your wallpaper on it. And my question for you, Keith, is if you had free range to purchase some wallpaper, what wallpaper would you choose for the wall if you had your own preference?
My wallpaper, if I had the choice, I would get one of those mural type of wallpapers, you know, with the an idyllic Pacific island with the palm trees, the blue skies and the blue sea, or the turquoise sea. Yeah, I'd do it on one wall. One wall would be that, and the next one would be birds.
I know there's an easy way of doing that, Keith. You'd have to do it green screen.
Yeah. Well, that's what I'm going to buy a green screen so I can. But you can't green screen on Hangouts, can you? Yeah. The only way you can green screen really is on OBS.
Yeah.
Yeah. You know, so if you put a green cloth up there, that's all it would be. You know, so I'm going to have to learn how to do it through OBS, because I know
there's some really good videos about doing stuff with OBS that have recently been uploaded.
Yeah. I see Dark Matters did one. Was it yesterday or the day before?
It was yesterday. But I now have some questions for Tammy.
Oh.
Right. Southern Yankee Homestead wants to know, is there a video you would like to make but can't?
Well, I'm going to call James and Atita out because we are in the middle of a collab doing 5 kitchen hacks. and I can't post until they're through. So I'm waiting to post this video. I still have one more left to record myself, but you know, I'm waiting to post it and I can't. Now, on a serious note, not really. I mean, if I had like the dream, you know, YouTuber's dream or whatever, it would be to travel and, you know, do, you know, like live streams and stuff of, you know, pretty beaches and mountains and, you know, stuff like that to take people where, you know, you don't get to go.
And the second question is from the lovely Nesta Bug again. How do you watch your subs? Do you watch them on the phone or computer?
I do both, and plus my iPad.
You're a bit like me. I'm the mixed bag. I do some on the television, some on the phone, some on the TV, and on the laptop.
Yeah, that's same with me. I watch them on the TV. You know, sometimes I watch 4 videos at the same time: TV, the iPad, the computer, and the phone. You know, that's the only way you can catch up, because when you get as many subs as you have, Tammy, or like Bossman, Adam, or myself, you can't keep up with it all, because I don't know how many people you've subscribed to, but I've got over 1,000 channels that I subscribe to now, and to watch everyone is an impossibility now. So I do my best, and I always comment on every channel, you know, every film that I watch, because like yourself, that's why I started the one-to-ones, because I enjoy talking to people. I enjoy helping the small channels to grow, and no matter what age they are or how old they are, age makes no difference. So as long as I can get to talk and interview people and find out a bit about them, because as you say, that's the beauty of YouTube, the community that we've got, that we can all interact together from all over the world. I mean, you know, it's as you say, you can go with people in Australia, Japan, there's Tina in Japan, there's all the people in the States, Canada, Hawaii. So when you look how vast our community is, that we've built up, you know, through YouTube.
Something I've sort of thought a way around it of what I'm going to do from now on with watching videos. I'm going to randomly pick from my subscriber list, say for example, 5 YouTubers 1 week, and watch their videos, and then pick another 5 and watch some of their videos, so I can go through the subscriber list and look at different ones, and then you can go back to watch ones that you regularly like, and then try and mix it up a bit to get a bit of variety.
I usually make sure and watch the ones that, you know, if they're loyal and, you know, watching my stuff, I go through the list, and, you know, I always go back and watch their stuff first. And of course, I have my group of people that I like to watch, that I watch, you know, faithfully too.
Yeah.
And, you know, if the time allows, you know, I go through, you know, the other stuff too. But yeah, there's so many. So many. Hard to get
Who inspires you most out of your subscriber base? Who would you like to emulate? Which channel?
Oh boy, I don't know. I don't know. That's a hard question. I got so many. I mean, I've got my group of friends that are actually, they have YouTube channels, but they're my friends. I mean, I talk to some of these people on my phone on a daily basis even. So there's not just really just one. There's several, and they, you know, they inspire me to be better every day. And I'm thankful to have them in my life, to be, you know, to have the friends like that. You know, I wish they lived closer, you know, because most of them are far away, but they all inspire me, and they know who, because there's some here.
Oh, that's good then. That really is, you know, because I mean, as we say, we all make friends on this. So what else was I going to ask you then? So if you won a lottery, a large amount of money, what would you do with that money?
Spend it. I would have to take so much of it, of course, and save and be, you know, responsible with so much of it. But so much of it, yeah, I'm gonna spend it and have fun, you know, going and blowing on my family and my friends, and, you know, have a heck of a party. And, you know, the other part, you know, we'll live on. You know, it's like I've hit the age where I want to travel and, you know, see the world, you know, and stuff like
You
that.
can come and visit us in the UK if you win the lottery.
That's it. Have to come see you.
Yeah.
Right.
So whereabouts would you like to travel?
My bucket list place is Tuscany. I would love to see Tuscany.
Yeah.
It's like they have I'm a foodie at heart, and they have a special tomato that grows there. And this sounds really weird, but I want to go there just to be like, I don't know, to eat that fresh tomato there. It doesn't, you know, it's not the same anywhere else they grow it. So, you know, have wine.
We might see you in Italy.
It'd be nice to have wine and cheese there, of course, too. So,
so that leads me into the next question then. What is your favorite food?
Mexican is my favorite. I love to cook and eat it. My husband gets sick of it. He'll ask me, "Can we have something else?" We've had Mexican like three times this week, which I love it. I love to eat Mexican. It's my favorite. My second favorite would probably be Italian, and I love to cook it. I love to make homemade tamales, enchiladas. I'll make homemade bread, rolls, tortillas, and, you know, just what I get in the mood for. You know, I'll make it. I love to cook. I like to be in the kitchen.
What? So
going back to sorry, Keith.
Sorry, boss, Adam. So why haven't we seen any cooking videos?
I have a few up. I have quite a few.
But not that many. You know, if you're that good in the kitchen, you ought to be giving us the recipes so we can all learn.
Well, I have a few up, and I do certain little favorite. Like I have a new one that's going up that is, I still have to edit it, but it's my husband's favorite cake. And it's Suck It To Me Cake is what the name of it is. And it's his favorite. And I have that one coming up soon. But I don't get too elaborate on the cooking videos because I feel like it might lose some people. So I just pick and choose like my favorites and what I think people might enjoy too. If they wanted to see more cooking videos, I definitely put them up. I did a really good one for fry bread, for easy fry bread and stuff like that is my take on how to make it easier, because sometimes making it from scratch and homemade, there's no time, you know, and so you need a few little shortcuts to, you know, kind of like a semi-homemade, you know, you have your homemade items, but then you have your bought items too to help you along.
So what I was going to ask you was, because you were talking about Mexican food, so what Mexican food do you like to cook? What dishes do you like?
Probably my favorite that I like to cook is probably tacos or enchiladas, but it's not like a regular ground beef taco. I want the pulled pork cooked in the slow cooker all day with onions and peppers, and I want to take it out and shred it. And then I don't use lettuce on that kind of tacos. I actually chop up real fine cabbage and onions, and I like to make homemade salsa and cilantro and kind of make it like a street taco. And that's like my favorite kind of taco. Very seldom do we just have like, here's a taco, you know, it's fancied up. It's like
it's a shame she lives that far away, because I love Mexican. Yeah, you know,
I love it as well. I love cooking Mexican as well.
Yeah, you know. So are you going to put up a cooking one then, Adam?
I am going to do. That is on my list of videos to make. I'm just going to figure out the best way to film them, because my kitchen's so small. I'm going to work out how I'm going to put the camera and do the angles.
Yeah,
but I will. Because regarding Mexican food, I love cooking, like, you know, my own version of a chili con carne because of certain ingredients that I add, which are supposedly actually authentic. You know, you put chocolate in the chili, and also bacon and stuff from the beans.
Oh, yeah. Well, next time I'm down in Kent, I will definitely come round. I'll invite myself like I always do.
I'll make some lemon drizzle cake. Oh no, I won't, because that's Jeanette's job.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, what's this cake that you're making then, Tammy? What's the ingredients on that?
Well, I've actually already made it. He's already devoured it. I just haven't put up a video yet. But the name of it is Sock It To You Cake.
Yeah.
And if you're a foodie person, you know who the Neelys are. They actually had a channel or a show on the Food Network for quite some time. And they have restaurants that were actually in Tennessee. I don't know if it's still open or not. James might know. But you go there and they're known for this cake. And it's like, it has nuts and cinnamon, and it's pretty basic cake. It has sour cream and stuff in it, but it's, to me, it's kind of like a sweet and sour kind of taste with the cake. And the nuts and stuff make it delicious. And then on the top, instead of it being frosting, it's just like this lemon powdered sugar drizzle over the top. And it makes the house smell so good when you cook it. It's a good cake. It's delicious.
Oh, I tell you what, I'm hungry now, Adam, and quite a few other people on here are hungry.
I'm hungry now as well, even though I had a nice dinner tonight. I'm still hungry.
Yeah, yeah. I just had chicken pie, you know, chips and peas. I couldn't be bothered to.
I had lasagna, shop bought lasagna, and baked beans.
Actually making homemade chicken and dumplings tonight.
Can I come round for dinner?
Yeah, and I always make plenty. I could feed the army.
Oh, I'm on my way.
Yeah, I'm on my way. Cheers, everybody. I wonder how long it would take to get over to Oklahoma City. About 8-9 hours. Well, it's 9 hours to Florida. So Oklahoma's in the middle, isn't it? Central. So I would say a 10-hour flight from the UK.
Probably at least.
Yeah.
Well,
yeah.
If you make it this far, you don't have to worry about being hungry, because I will make sure you're fed. I tease about if people leave my house hungry, it's their own fault.
Yeah. So all those from the States, you're quite welcome in Tammy's house. If you're ever up in Oklahoma City, give her a call on Hangouts, because I don't know a telephone number, so it's just Hangouts, you know. Just tell her Eagle sent you.
I actually have some exciting news on feeding a YouTuber. I get to see my bestie, which she has become one of my best friends on YouTube, Nestor, and I get to see her at the end of this month, and her and her family are going to come stay with me, so I get to make her some food.
Oh, wow. Right. So where's Nestor from then?
She is in Colorado.
Oh, so how long does it take her to get to Oklahoma City from Colorado then?
How many hours? She would let us know. She's in. Nestor, how many hours is it?
Are you flying, Nestor, or are you driving?
Driving.
Yeah, because that's a drive I've never done. So you'll have to put some video up of that, Nestor.
You'll have to do a video of you seeing each other when you first meet up. Hello.
Yeah. Well, I feel like I know. I mean, even though we haven't met in person, we talk a lot on the phone and we video talk, and so I already know her. It's just the actual like face to face to meet.
The physical. You haven't done the physical eye to eye contact.
Yeah. Well, it's
big hugs.
Yeah. 10 hours. We are going to stop on the way to New Orleans. Oh, God. Yeah. Yeah, New Orleans. I love New Orleans. Yeah, it's like Random Life Productions. She went over to meet Monica McKillicuddy earlier on in the year and stayed with her for about 10 days. Mm-hmm. And they've never met, you know, only spoken on live streams and chatted on Hangout. So, I mean, it's wonderful, you know. I mean, it's like last week when I was talking to Chris, Drone Wolf Media. He's invited us over to Ohio, is it? Where he's from? Yeah, I think so. So, you know, it's just that if the wife had been a bit younger, I'd have jumped at the chance. But air insurance is too expensive now. So how long's Nestor stopping with you for then, Tammy?
I think I only get her for the night, her and her family. But yeah. I'm excited. She has a little girl, and we call her Buggy, and I cannot wait to meet her. She's just the sweetest little thing. You might have seen her on her channel. And I get to meet her husband, like, face to face, and I'm trying to talk him into staying more than one night, but I don't know. I guess it depends how good I feed them. Maybe her husband, John, if he really likes my cooking, maybe I can talk them into staying longer.
Yeah, that'd be nice, wouldn't it? Really.
Yeah. I want us to be able to go do some shopping together while she's here and take her to the Hobby Lobby outlet. So,
yeah. So if your husband's listening, Nesta, I hope he heard that. So I'm just thinking, what other question? You know, because you haven't really done a live stream telling a lot about yourself. So it's getting down to the nitty gritty of finding out a few more things about you, Tammy. What is your what style of clothing do you like? Do you like wearing skirts, dresses, or just casual wear? Most of the time.
It's comfortable.
Yeah.
I'm an accountant by trade, and had to dress up every day in, a suit, dress pants, for many years. And now, since we have our business and I do the accounting and stuff for that, I kind of set the rules for what I can wear to work. So, shorts and a t-shirt and I'm good, It's like if we go out to dinner or something nice, though, I like, my cowboy boots, which I just recently got my first pair of cowboy boots after living in Oklahoma for 20 years, barely a year ago. But my boots, jeans, and just a nice shirt. I want to be comfortable.
Oh, so do you wear the big hat, cowboy hat, then when you go out as well?
No, I have like a really weird shaped head where hats do not look good on me. I don't know what it is. I can't even wear a baseball cap hardly. It's like it looks weird on me.
Yeah. So you know what the next question is going to be? Can we have a look at your cowboy boots then?
You can. I'll go get them. I'm not going to put them on, but I'll go get them.
No, yeah, well, that's what I mean. Let's have a look at it, what they look like then.
Okay, hang on.
Yeah. So we're going to see her boots now that she just had over a year, right? Not bad. I found
no, I wasn't. I'm not yawning or falling asleep. Thank you, Nesta. I'm actually doing something. I'm actually doing something that's very difficult for men. I'm multitasking.
Yes. Well, just because they say us men can't do that, Adam, we can.
We can. We can.
Yeah.
Look, I can. Look, I'm talking to you. I'm holding something in my hand. I can read a comment at the same time. I'm doing.
Yeah, and I'm doing this. I'm watching the comments. I'm watching Dr. Foster, which has got about another 10 minutes to run. So, but you can tell I've been busy because I haven't done a lot of research on Tammy's channel. Oh, Tammy back, and now we're going to see the boots.
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
Oh, that's nice.
Cool. Yeah. I'll tell you what, they're nearly as good as my wallpaper.
But I did have to bring my husband's. His are a lot more fancy than mine.
Yeah. So that's just another question, but this isn't to you, though, Tammy. Can your husband multitask?
Yeah, he's a good multitasker.
See, Nesta, yes, us men can multitask.
Yep, I can lie on the sofa, watch television, and comment things with my phone. Easy.
Yeah. So Nesta, would you like to come on the one-to-ones and be interviewed by the Eagle here? Because I'm always looking for people to interview, and Bossman, he also does the interviewing, but his interviewing style is up close and personal. I don't know what that is.
I haven't done one yet. I've had a sort of the new name you call your segment, Eagle, your one-to-ones.
Yeah, what's that then?
The eagle has landed.
Yeah. I've got to come up with a good name for the one-to-one interviews. Yeah, definitely, because I want it to be more of a show. And I'm at the moment I'm busy editing a spoof about an interview with Cab 7 and an interview with Dark Matter, because I've never interviewed those, but because they do a lot of live streaming, I've taken what people have asked them, and I'm going to ask the question, and they're going to answer it like that, and I'm going to I've got about 6 minutes of that done so far. So hopefully it might be up next week.
That's what it'll be.
Something you should also mention, Keith, is there's some people here who might not know about it, your project.
Oh yeah, I've got a project which is, I want it for Halloween night, which is October the 31st or 30th?
31st.
Where I want my YouTube subscribers to go out and film a day in the life on that day. From getting up, no vlogging, just filming parts of your day. And then I want about 25 who upload the video but keep it privately, put it unlisted, send the links to each of us who are going to do the project, and then we all edit. We edit the day of our community, and we all edit it individually.
That'd be a good idea. That'd be fun.
Yeah, so if you want to join in, anyone, just leave a comment, because that's what, it's got to be October the 31st, and it's, well, I don't mind how many come in, but I want at least 15 people to take part in it. And if we can get that going, as I say, you just upload the footage to your YouTube channel, unlist it, send us the link via email or Hangouts or whatever. Then we can all download the footage of let's say there was 24 of us involved, or 25. So you download 24 people's footage, and then you put it on your editing system and edit it. Not just their footage. You use each other's footage and make a big 20-25 minute long video of a day in the life of our community. So
that's a great.
So that's what it's about. It's if you've ever seen Ridley Scott's A Day in the Life, that's what he did. He invited a lot of YouTubers to film and send in the details, and he made a 90-minute film of it, and it was absolutely great. So it's just a collab, really, of seeing how we all would edit a video together. And it's a project that I think's worthwhile.
Before you carry on, Keith, Bazza from the bot, from the bot, because he's disappearing because he's going to go on live stream.
Yeah.
Number 2.
Yeah. Okay then, Barry. Night. So
number 2.
Yeah. So Bossman is also doing a project.
I am.
So would you like to tell them all about your project as well, please, Adam?
I can tell them about my project. My project is called the Small YouTubers Project, and it's for basically the basic idea of this is to get as many small YouTubers to make a 10-second video just to say basically, hello, I'm a small YouTuber, my channel name is blah 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 blah, and that's it. just something. So, and then I'm going to put them all together into sort of one video, and everyone's name will be credited on the video and everything. I've had so far about, I'd say, maybe 7 people from the video so far. Yeah, like I want to get at least a minimum of 50 people to make these videos. And I have on my channel got a playlist, and I'll put the link in a minute so you can go and check out the playlist of the sort of thing I'm after.
Yeah, because I did it for you, didn't I? And you've got the link.
And also Aussie Mark, and he also made us a promo about it, and your project as well, which is included.
Yeah, which is good. So, have you? What collabs have you done so far, then, Tammy, with people?
I've did quite a few. Lots of craft ideas, like where you can only use 5-item craft ideas for a collab. Cooking collabs. I have the 5 kitchen hacks that's coming up, and then another fall collab using only 5 items that's coming up soon. Actually, that video will go up today. Oh boy, what other collabs? We did pocket letter swap collabs as a group.
Yeah.
I'll host a group of like the last one was 12 YouTubers, and that all enjoyed doing paper crafting of pocket letters, and we all did this huge swap where we, do the videos of what we made and what we got. And then I hosted another one that these videos will be up later this month, with just anybody who wanted to join. So it was YouTubers or non-YouTubers, and that one got that one was pretty good size. And those videos, that's all going to go up this month. But I like hosting stuff like that and getting people involved, because it just brings us closer together.
Yeah, it does. Yeah. So I'm just having a look. Have we got any more questions, or anyone said anything in the chat, Adam?
I'm sorry, I can't see the chat for a minute. Hold on, let me just look.
Jenna Pettigrew said, Tammy, you look absolutely beautiful.
Oh, thank you. I actually did the hair different and left it down and put on a little makeup just for this interview to not look scary.
And Nesta Book, you did one with Southern Yankee. I'm not subscribed to it, so
that's a collab.
Yeah, so if you can put the you can't, because you're not a moderator, is she, Nesta?
We did a cooking collab, and I ended up making their dish that they did for the collab, and it was delicious.
Oh, why can't I make Nesta a moderator?
I don't know. Maybe you're only allowed a certain amount of moderators.
Yeah, because I've just, wait a minute, hold on. No, I have made Nesta a moderator on my channel now. So Nesta, if you can, please put a link into Southern Yankee's channel so I can subscribe to her, because I'm not subscribed to her. So if you can put the link in, please. Yeah. So I've got quite a few homesteads now that I'm subscribed to. I wonder if any of them will come on my one-to-ones with me.
I hope so.
Yeah. So who would you recommend that I interview next, Tammy? Out of your subscribers, who would you like to for people to get to know more?
Well, I know Nesta's doing one with Adam, and she's looking forward to doing that one. Boy, maybe James and Atita from Southern Homestead Journey.
Yeah. So can you put a link in? Can you say something again? I'll make you a moderator on my channel as well, Tammy. So I'll make you a moderator, and then you can put the link in, and I will try to get in touch with them there.
They are they're really good people. You know, you get a vibe of people when you meet them, if they're, you know, decent people or not, and they're good people inside and out. I love their channel, and I feel blessed to know them for sure.
Yeah, yeah. Because if there's any channels that you would recommend to us, quite well, you know, because I'll sub to them all. Because you know, and I will also invite them to the one-to-ones or Bossman's one-to-ones. Adam's
I've been trying to get my friend Sandra at Crafty Mom 15.
Yeah.
She does her videos where she doesn't show her face. It shows the view down of what she's crafting.
Yeah.
And I told her she needed to do a get to know me kind of videotape and show her face, because she's a beautiful, beautiful woman. And maybe we could entice her.
Yeah. I'll
Can I also, very quickly, I'm just going to post a link for the trailer for tomorrow night's Community Fest, which is, now we've decided, Jenna and myself, every Wednesday it will be on my channel, and then every Sunday it will be on Jenna's channel. So I'm just going to post a link to the trailer for tomorrow's night's Community Fest.
Oh,
Stop by for sure.
yeah, I'm just looking at it now. It looks good. Well, I like the black and white bits. Very good. Join us at 8:30 p.m. UK time.
You know I will be there, Adam.
I know.
You're like, I know.
And I'll be there. Oh, we've got AKA Our Life in. Hello there.
Guys.
Hi,
Hope you're both well. So I've got an interview with them to arrange as well for hopefully next week, if they'll come on next week with me, AKA Keith and Abby. Will you come on next week or the week after? You tell me when.
Yes.
Fair enough, Nesta.
They've got the cutest little channel. I love their channel.
Yeah, they've done really well. Another one over the 1,000 sub mark, which is remarkable in the short time that you've all been going.
And the other thing that I'm not dreading, because I'm going to love doing it. I've got my my 1,000 subscriber extravaganza going on October the 15th, where I'm going to do an 8-hour live stream, which will be a mixture of all sorts of different things. I'm going to try and get as many up close and personal interviews done. I'm going to get some karaoke going on during the day or during the evening, and all sorts of other interesting things. So I've got to make, I've done one video about it, but I've got to make an update on it.
Well, that'll
I've changed a couple of the details.
I'm looking forward to that one, Adam. That's going to be a good one. And especially if you're going to sing, that just makes it better, because he's a good...
So I will be in touch, Abby and Keith, probably next Tuesday evening, about 10 p.m. UK time, which is, I forget what time it'll be. How many hours are behind AKA Our Life? Behind it?
So if it's 9 o'clock your time, it's 3 o'clock Central Time.
Yeah.
So it's roughly about 4 o'clock.
Yeah, so it'll be about 4 o'clock if that's all right. Abby and Keith.
And I think James and Atita is back on the Southern Yankee Homestead Journey too.
Yeah.
So they'd be a good one to interview.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I'm looking forward to those. Yeah. 6 hours. Yeah. So there's 6 hours. So it'd be about 4 o'clock their time then. Unless we do a late one, Adam. I could do a late one with them, couldn't I? Midnight. About midnightish, which would make it 6 o'clock there, which would be better because
they might get more people in.
Yeah, might get more people. So I will.
If you want some help, with that late night one, in case you fall asleep, Keith, I'll help you.
Yeah. Yes, that could be a thing. Yes. Well, I don't mind you coming on all of them, Adam. You know, because at least you can keep an eye on the comments. And if
I'm not busy, then of course I'll come and help you.
Yeah, yeah. So, Tammy, do you enjoy dancing?
I do enjoy dancing, but it's more of a slow dance now at this point.
Yeah. So when you was younger then, when you was in your teens, was you a bit rebellious or was you a good teen?
Oh boy. Well, of course, I'm going to say I was a perfect child. You know, I was great. Now, overall, I think I was a pretty good kid. I feel like I grew up fast. I actually had my first job at 16.
Were you a bit of a tomboy?
Huh?
Were you a bit of a tomboy or a girly girl?
No, I've always been a tomboyish kind of girl. I've always loved to garden, get my hands dirty. You know, my dad he always wanted a son. And of course, I was the firstborn. So, you know, I got to do the manly stuff. And back in the day, we owned a wrecking yard. So that was my playground, was, you know, a grease pit pretty much.
Oh.
And so
you have the lovely Douglas Fairchild in the house.
But I've always liked to get my hands, like I do a garden and stuff. I've always liked to get my hands in the dirt and garden. And, you know, I could change my own oil in my car or tire. Not that I want to, but I could. You know, it's just, and it wouldn't bother me. But, you know, husband's good for those things.
So do you help your husband out in the construction business then at all?
I do. I help him quite a bit. You know, he gets so busy and overwhelmed and his guys are working on a different job or something. I'll go and get dirty and sweaty. Not that I like to, but I will.
Yeah. Which is remarkable, really. You know. So have you got any brothers and sisters then?
I do. I have a sister. I'm the oldest, and I have a sister that is 11 years younger, which she's the one that come to visit me. She's in some of the past videos. She's my baby. She's my heart. And
so how old's your younger sister then? Because then that'll give your age away.
Not going to tell you how old she is too. She's so young, Adam. She's so young. But I have a sister that is 11 years younger. We have the same dad, different moms. I have a brother that's 21 years younger, same moms, different dad. I have two adopted sisters that are 34 and 36 years younger.
Wow, wait. Big age range there.
Yeah. I was the starter child. Practice.
Yeah. Oh. So do you get on with them all then? Well.
I do. I get along with them. I don't. Now, since my dad has passed away, I don't see my two adopted sisters very much because me and their mom kind of have a love-hate kind of thing.
Yeah.
But I do talk to my brother when, of course, he's not, too busy with his life. And I talk to my sister pretty much on a daily basis. We're really close.
Yeah, which is nice, because I mean, with having 11 years between you, you could be, you could have lost that closeness, really, because I mean, I presume you would have been married when she was 10 or 11.
Not yet, but.
Keith, do you have any brothers or sisters?
I've got a brother who lives in Sittingbourne in Kent.
Oh, of course you have, yes.
Yes, he used to be production manager for Solar Glass there. And when Solar Glass went out of business, about 6 years ago, he got a job at Morrison's warehouse in Sittingbourne. But he is now retired.
Yeah. I have one brother who is 5 years older than me.
Yeah. And we don't know how old Adam is, do we? would anyone like to have a guess at how old Adam is? Bossman.
33, 34.
I wish.
No, is anyone having a guess?
If anyone remembers my old, what my channel used to be known as, that would give it away, because I had a theme tune for my old videos.
I know you just said in one of our live chats, and I can't remember. I thought it was 33 or 34. I was trying to be smart. I'm wrong.
You're about 10 years wrong.
Douglas says 44.
I will be next birthday.
Oh, AKL 39. Oh, so you're 44 next birthday, aren't you?
Yeah, next May I will be 44.
Yes. And what about me? How old do people think the Eagle is?
Oh, he must be about 93.
I don't mind. You know.
If he's not, that's pretty good. I hope I look that good at 90.
No, I do know how old Keith is. I'm not going to say, because we have mentioned it in other things, so I'm not going to say.
Yeah, I don't mind giving the age away. You know, if anyone wants to know, you know. I'm 3.
Oh, can we have your bank details and your national insurance number and your PIN number? And
yeah, I'm 3 years off. Well, I'm 2.5 years off the 70.
Really? Yeah, I was 62.
Yeah. I'm 67 and 6 months, 18 days. Yeah, something like that. So, yeah, I've been on YouTube now since 2007. Never really bothered about YouTube until January this year. And like you, I set my goal. Well, I set my goal at getting 500 subs, because in January I only had about 125, and I'm up to 924. I have been as high as 929, but I lost 5 again today. Don't know why, because
your cheeky friend has come back, Keith, and said you're 75.
Yeah. Oh,
rest in peace is back.
Oh no, rest in peace is back. Look out, Dr. Foster's finished. Oh. So, hello there, rest in peace.
Rest in pieces? She should be known as Rest in Pieces.
Yes, you've missed out, rest in peace, because we've gone through the wallpaper. Tammy asked me about the wallpaper. So we've got that out, so you don't have to ask that now. Yeah, are we clear on that?
Grandad, we love you. Grandad, we do.
Oh yeah, can you do one for us like that then, Adam? Yeah. That made a good shout out. Grandad, we love you. Yeah. Eaglevp.
Yeah. I'll dedicate a song to you at some point, but not now.
Oh, congratulations! Yeah, I've got congratulations from Barry. Yeah, I'm gonna. You know, I'm busy doing this one on death. This video on death. I'm gonna dedicate that to rest in peace.
Have to let them know that the new stickers and the new backgrounds all going to be, you know, that the new business card is the background of the wallpaper.
Yeah. No,
I've got them being printed at the moment.
Yeah. You know what I'm going to put up there, Tommy? I'm going to put a graveyard up there, because rest in peace loves going around graveyards, especially the London ones, you know.
And also the ones about prostitutes, where prostitutes used to get buried. That's the ones that she likes doing.
That was a very interesting one.
It was. I even showed my mum that video.
Oh wow! The cemetery.
My mum's not really into YouTube.
The cemetery that my dad is born in is we have a family cemetery in Texas, and there's graves there dating back to the 1700s that are just rocks that are petrified. But it's kind of spooky if you go like too late in the evening.
Oh, so whereabouts was he from then, your father?
My dad was from Decatur, Texas.
Yeah. So how did you end up in California then?
Well, I was born and raised in California. Both my parents were born in, well, my dad was born in Texas. My mom was born in Broken Bow, Oklahoma. The families moved to California, and that's where they actually met, was in California. And, you know, their love story and kids, you know, me and stuff. I'm their only child together. And that's where they lived. And then after they separated, then my dad come back this way. My mom stays. She still lives in California. And it's my dad's fault that I'm out here.
So that just fetches me up then. How did you meet your present husband?
I actually met him in California when I was in college. So he wasn't in college where I was at, but me and some girlfriends went out and met him. And I was pretty recently divorced at the time, and we actually met at a bar. Me and my girlfriends had actually just went out to go, you know, hang loose a little bit. And I met my husband, and I didn't care for him at first. I thought he's a very handsome man, and so he looked like a player, and I didn't want a player. I wanted a nice guy. And so I didn't really, you know, think a whole lot about him. And the next time we met up, you know, me and my girlfriends, we went out, and it was about 2 weeks later, and I saw him, and my girlfriend was telling me, you were really mean to that guy. You were just like, you know, I was on point, you know, for not being the nicest that night I met him. And I didn't think anything of it, and I bought him a beer, took it to him, here you go, you know, sorry about being so hateful, and went back to my table. Didn't think nothing else about him. And we're sitting there, and some, you know, people are coming up, and a couple of guys are like, hey, dance, you want to dance? And I'm like, no, I don't want to dance with you. And here come this arm in the middle of our round table, and he gets my hand, and he says, nope, she's dancing with me. And 21 years later, here we are.
Oh, congratulations. Beautiful, that. Yeah. So you wouldn't swap him then at all then?
No, I wouldn't. He is a keeper, and he is, I mean, he's an amazing man in person, and not even just because he's my husband. He's, you know, he's a very good guy. He's got a heart of gold. My dad, you know, he only had daughters, and he would always tell me I give him what no other woman could ever give him, and that was a son.
Yeah.
And he, you know, he loved him just as much as I love him. But yeah, he's a keeper. He's a good guy.
Oh, I got to meet him last night, didn't I?
Oh, did you? Oh, I missed that. I'll have to have a.
No, you won't be able to see it. You won't be able to see it because it was a private conversation. It wasn't on YouTube.
Oh, that was nice then. Yeah, I was hoping to meet him tonight. You know,
he hasn't made it in.
He hasn't made it. So, what's he think about you doing your YouTube channel then, Tammy?
He doesn't care really anything about it as far as like being on my videos and stuff. If it happens, he's, you know, he will help now. At first, he wouldn't even do that. But now he's warmed up to it a little more. He won't like do videos or anything with me, but he likes that I like it so much that I enjoy.
Does he watch your videos?
Not very often. No, he's not a very good subscriber. I made sure he was subscribed, you know, because he's my husband, but he's not a good subscriber at all.
No, there's a message there for you, Keith.
Yeah, no, I'm just replying to it.
He kind of wonders why people care about what I buy and do and make and stuff, you know, which, you know, it's like we have our little community, you know, and he loves that I've made so many good friends, and he's very supportive. So I like, you know, that's good for, you know, good for me that he is so supportive.
Oh, just looking behind you, Tammy, on your whiteboard or whiteboard with the hashtags. So what are the hashtags on the whiteboard you've got behind you? I know what the top one is.
Let me bring it a little closer. There's a story that goes with it.
Oh, we have a story.
Oh, rest in peace. Just said. Rest in Peace has just said that she's looking forward to next week's interview.
Oh.
I have a good friend that's from YouTube, and her name is Amy, Bama Girl Amy. You guys might hear from her.
Oh, I love Farmer. I love Amy.
She's a very sweet lady. And when I first started my channel, I did videos setting up my kitchen. That was the best lighting. And there would be this glare of this dot that was always somewhere in my video. And it was like this personal joke between me and her. So I told her when I got my room set up, she would have a permanent dot in my room. So this is Amy's personal dot in my room up here. So that's for Amy.
Oh, I think we should all, in favour of Amy, actually all do a little black dot in our videos, just for her, just so it links so she can spot it.
And there's her and several other YouTubers. We're all on the same page for there's enough YouTube for everybody. Let's be, create love and not hate kind of thing. So the first hashtag, and this is what they come up with. These are not my hashtags that I come up with. Credit's all there, but I truly believe this. And it's the hashtag love not hate, the hashtag create not hate, and then my hashtag, hashtag myworldinokc.
Of those three, I use the top two, but no, I do use those, and I also have my own hashtag that I've created.
I think I like to be able to create, stuff on, my videos and share them on YouTube. And, I just think, I don't know, so many people get ugly and hateful. They want to give you a thumbs down or whatever, which I've hit the point where used to, when I first started, it bothered me. Excuse me. But now it's kind of like, you watched it, I got credit.
Exactly.
So I don't mind about it, but, my thought on it is I will help anybody who asks for it, that wants help, doing whatever they might need help with on not knowing that I know, to help them. I know, Adam, you're the same way. You've helped me plenty of times, for stuff. So
you helped my bird cage get fuller.
Keith, did you see his beautiful Oklahoma birds he got?
No, I didn't see that one.
I sent him some blingy.
Oh no, yeah, I did, yeah, I did, yeah. It's the memory, it goes. What's this? Random rocks, frackle me hashtag. Oh yeah. No, rest in peace. Sorry, random. It's rest in peace now. Your channel. I've renamed you. By the way, random, you missed Drone Encounters because he was on for the first time in months on my channel. I'll have to try and get in touch with Matt, see how he is.
I subscribed to him earlier when he was here.
Yeah. Well, he's supposed to have finished because he's been working 12 hours, but it was nice seeing him come into the room. That's the main thing. So, Tammy, if you had the opportunity to come to the UK, what area of the UK would you like to visit the most?
Oh,
and I bet it's London.
I definitely would have to go there. My biggest thing I would want to go around to all the museums. I like history, so I would want to go around and, visit all the main museums that's around. See like the Mona Lisa, the Eiffel Tower, and stuff like that. Or the
Talking of history. Talking of history, where I live, the bit of England where I live, there is so much history in the sort of the 20-mile radius from where I live. Because you've got the fantastic city of Canterbury, which is very famous in going back to like 1066, because they plotted the murder of Thomas Le Becket, and he was murdered there at Canterbury Cathedral with the Battle of Hastings and all that sort of thing. And the murder of Thomas Le Becket was actually plotted in the village, which is on the hill above my village, and it's the village where I was born.
Oh wow!
Yeah, well,
there's loads
like that.
Because rest in peace has just said I've got to say, Cleethorpes. No, it's not worth it coming here to see me in Cleethorpes because there's no history here, not like there is in London.
Your history, though.
Yeah, will be when I'm gone, won't I? I'll be resting in peace while you lot are still going.
Well, I'll come somewhere to a big town, and you guys just come visit me, and we'll have, you know, a heck of a time out of the town. You guys can show me around.
Yeah. Well, you're always welcome here in the UK. There's plenty of us in the community. They'll put you up, you know. I mean, you've got Kent there. You've got London with Rand, rest in peace. You've got up my part of the UK on the east coast, but it's only a fishing port, or was a fishing port. But yeah, Scotland, Lake District, you'd enjoy all those places, Tammy.
Wales.
I would have a good time.
No, Wales is where Rest in Peace is from.
Oh, don't, and also Cube Jam. Yeah, don't bother with Wales.
No, rest in peace.
Taste all your guys' cuisine, you know, have the different foodie trips.
So Tammy, have you ever been to New York?
No, I've never been to New York, and I actually have family that lives there that I could go stay for free. So
yeah. So have
you been to Canada?
Do what?
Have you been to Canada?
Canada? No, I've been really close. I've been around it. I've been to Washington and Alaska, but not to Canada.
So
I've been to Canada.
Yeah. So can you tell us a bit about your Alaska trip then?
Well, I was only 12, so but it was pretty exciting. My dad had business up there, and we actually took, it sounds more glamorous than it is, but we took a private plane, a little one, and I got to tag along with him and some business partners of his and go up there and have this really nice, you know, swanky dinner where they come out to serve him escargot. Everybody else ordered it. He didn't know what it was, so he ordered it. He about flipped when he saw snails on his plate. But we didn't get to really stay and do anything. It was pretty much just dinner. We stayed there. I think we were there like 12 hours and back home. So I didn't get to see any of the scenery or anything. Now we are planning a cruise for hopefully next year. Alaska cruise, and a big thing that I want to do is, I'm not sure of the town it's in, but there's this huge bridge that goes across where the river runs through, and certain times of the year you can actually, you know, be up here safe and watch the bears at the river grab salmon and eat them. And that's kind of a bucket list for me. I would love to be able to go and see that and be that close to them, you know, without getting eaten.
Yeah. So what camera equipment have you got then, Tammy? What do you use to photograph mainly?
I use my phone a lot. I've got an S8 Plus that I use that a lot. It's got the best camera on it. Now I do have a Canon camera that I'll use sometimes, or I'll use my iPad, or I'll use my iMac.
Yeah, and which do you prefer out of all those? The phone? My
phone. It's just easier because I can do everything off of it. I have my editing program and stuff right on my phone, so it's just handy. You know, I can lay in bed with my headphones on and do everything I need to do.
So what editing software do you use then?
I go for cheap and I use KineMaster. It's free. It's like I've invested in, like, you know, a nice light and stuff like that to make it brighter. And I did just get a new iMac. Well, my husband got me a new iMac. It's so fancy that I don't even know how to use it correctly yet. I'm still learning it.
Good. Richard's in the house or in the room as well. Hi, Richard.
Hello, Richard.
I've got an interview with him on Saturday evening with Richard.
Oh, good.
So that's 3 this week again, you know, and I've got AKA our live next Tuesday, and I wonder who I'm going to get on the Thursday next week. I'll have to see if I can get another channel on for next Thursday, because I'd do them every night, mate, because I just love talking to people. But see, I can't get on Cab Sevens, and I can't get on Dark Matters, and I can't get on Granny Monsters. Don't want those bigger channels. They don't want those smaller ones.
I'll still have you, Keith, even if I get to 50 million.
I know, yeah, but I have tried, you know, I've tried everything to get on this, but, you know, they never accept me. I always, when they go, who wants to come on? Yes, I've got that dance for, you know, we'll upload that, rest in peace, definitely. Yeah, but I can't beat you now, Gail, because you've already interviewed Granny Monster. You was on for a good, what, 40 odd minutes, 45, 50 minutes? Did you see that, Adam?
No, I don't think I've seen. No, I haven't.
Yeah, well, she takes the live streams down straight away at the moment. So she was on. She was on to Granny, and oh yeah, it was a great conversation. And I thought, that's it. I don't have to interview her now. She's talked to herself, you know. Mm-hmm. So she's taken my thunder. That's what happens, Tammy. You know, they're friends, but they take your thunder. You know that, especially that Rest in Peace channel.
Well, I've got a question for you, Keith. What made you get into YouTube?
What made me come to YouTube? Well, I'd always been. I had my own video filming business, and when I finished the business, I decided to upload me all my holiday videos, because I've been to the States 26 times. They're all on individual DVDs.
Oh.
That like that. Toronto, Niagara Falls, New York, New England, and then I've put all the things on the back. Well, I've got how many? I've got 26. I've got 34 videos of my holidays. I've been to China. I've been all over Europe. I've done 26 states in America. I haven't been to Hawaii. I haven't. I flew into Seattle. I've done from Seattle to San Diego. I flew into New York and drove from New York down to the Keys. I flew into Atlanta 3 years ago and drove from Atlanta to El Paso in Texas and then back to Atlanta. When I went to Canada, I've been to Vancouver, Calgary, Banff, Niagara, Toronto, but I've never done the middle states. You know, the one place I'd love to do now is I'd love to go to Yellowstone National Park, but because the wife's got heart problems and so forth, her insurance is like $3,500. Yeah. To come over for 2 weeks to the States, whereas to go anywhere in Europe it's about $200 for 2 weeks. So, you know, I'd love to come back to the States, but you know, because of that, it's just a no-no at the moment.
So, with everywhere you've been, because you've been to some really like cool places, is that would that be your next trip? Would be Yellowstone?
Yeah. If the wife would let me do it on my own, I would, because I got an invitation off Drone Wolf Media last week. He only lives about 15 minutes away from Yellowstone, so he invited me over. So hopefully, before I kick the bucket, I might get over there.
Well, if you get to come back, you need to make sure and plan on coming to Oklahoma so I can cook you some good Southern cooking.
Yeah, the Mexican, yes.
Our Mexican.
Yeah. Yeah, well, I've been to New Orleans 3 times. I haven't been to Kansas. So, Keith, and I've never been there. been to Montana. I've done. I went to Great Falls in Montana, and got there, and there was no water there.
Oh.
You know, it was dry as a bone, and I thought, well, why do they call it Great Falls and there's no waterfalls? But I think the best city I've enjoyed in the States is Seattle. I love there, and I love Vancouver. That was brilliant. I've been to Vegas 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 times. I've been to Vegas. And I don't gamble, but I just like the nightlife. I like to go see a different show every night, you know. And the thing, when we went to Vegas, we went to a rodeo, and that was exceptional. I enjoyed that, going there. But China was one of the trips that stick out. You know, I walked on the Great Wall, and went to see the Terracotta Army and everything like that. So, you know, I've done a lot of traveling, because with having the wedding business, I only used to work 6 months a year, and that's why, if anyone said, well, you know, give us your bank details, I'd be willing to give bank details. There's nothing in it. I've spent it all. Yeah, well, you know, you've got to agree, Adam, that if you've got money and you get to my age, they only take it off you. So you might as well spend it, and then the state looks after you then, you know, because I ain't got anything. So if I ended up in an old people's home, you know, I get it for free, don't I?
No, not exactly, not always.
Well, if I ain't got any money, and I've
they'll
got
rely on children to pay for it,
and they ain't got any money.
And also the other thing, you've got no money. I'm younger. I'm a lot younger. I've got no money. So if you want my bank details, you're more than welcome.
Yeah, yeah, because
I've got money in it.
I've spent it all, you know.
No, the government has screwed me over big time.
Yeah. Well, I mean, when I worked, you know, I paid my taxes and everything like that, and I thought to myself, well, you know, I might as well spend it. Hello there, Ian. DJ Ian's Entertainment's in, and CCTV Users in. So, and Robert Stanton, who I interviewed about 2 weeks ago, and I still haven't seen anything up from you, Robert. You said you was going to get video in. Yeah, so you know, that's why I always say, do what you want to do, because you only come this way once. Life is very, very precious. Life is about meeting people, interacting with people, and showing them love. There's a lot of hate, there's a lot of violence in this world of ours, especially, you know, my thoughts go out to all those people who were injured and killed in Las Vegas yesterday. Yeah, I should have said that in the first place, you know, and, you know, terrible thing, but we'll never know why that man did that. You know, he might have had mental problems or whatever.
He must have done. He must have had some sort of mental imbalance or something.
Yeah.
It's sad.
You know, so and I watched a report today earlier on saying that there's 83 gun deaths a day in the USA. You know, you can't understand why people would do that to other people. You know, I'm getting somber, aren't I? So sorry about that. You know,
I think it's your age, Keith.
Yeah, well, it is. It's an age. You know, I mean, to me, why people have got to be like that is beyond reason. Because you know, there is a lot of love out there in the world. There's genuine people that would do anything for anybody. Like me, I mean, I would do anything, you know, for anybody that could have me last penny. I'd give me life for my friends, you know, or the people that I know. because that's the way I am.
Keith,
Yeah.
I would do anything for love, but I won't do that.
Yeah, well, I watch all your videos, Mel, and you are always very, very interesting. You know, you come up with some great topics, and that's what I think, you know, people should do. Speak the mind.
Yeah.
If
It's not that freedom of speech, but we don't.
Yeah. I mean, there are three, you know, I never get involved in politics, religion, or anything like that, although, you know, I like a good conversation.
Mm-hmm. I am.
And you know, all people are interesting. We've all got different stories. Mm-hmm. So, you know, so, sorry, Tammy, go on then.
It seems like there's so many people, you know, they'll pass by each other, and it's like just common to be like, hi, how you doing? And hi, how you doing? But they don't really care how you're doing. And it's nice to see some people that are like, hey, you know, like me, if I ask you how you're doing, I really want to know, how are you doing? You know, take the 5-10 minutes, whatever, and tell me how you're doing. And I think, you know, that we've just lost a lot of that. You know, it's like, you know, losing my dad taught me that, you know, you better tell the people around you that you love them on a daily basis and hold them close, because life is way too short. And you just, you know, family and friends, you know, that when it comes down to it, that's what you got. You know, that's your people. And it's so sad that, you know, people, you could have, like YouTube, I love meeting new people and having new friends. It's like, I mean, I truly value my relationship with my YouTube. But there's a lot of people, it's just passing, you know, hi, how you doing? And they care less really how you're doing. You know, I want to know, you know.
Yeah, it's superficial, isn't it, Tammy? You know, when people are genuine, you know straight away.
Yeah.
You know, and that's the way I am. You know, that's why one of the bugbears is people who subscribe to me and then next day unsubscribe to me, because I look at it this way: if you don't like a channel, don't bother subscribing. You know, if you like the content people put up, subscribe and stay with them. Don't cost anything. It's not as though you've got to pay to subscribe to a channel. And if you do like a channel, you know, like with these one-to-ones, you come in, you're accepted in the room. You know, I love you all leaving a comment and saying things. Even Rest in Peace when she starts on about my wallpaper. I love that woman. I'd do anything for that person. You know, she's, oh, you know, I count her as a friend, a dear friend.
I've got some gossip for random, for Rest in Peace and for you, Keith. Want a bit of gossip? Salty Nuts actually turned his camera on my live stream earlier. You didn't see his face properly or properly hear him speak, but his new phone will be coming soon, and I think we're going to be quite surprised by him.
Oh, so is he going to arrange a one-to-one with Rest in Peace? Salty Nuts and Rest in Peace on the same live stream. Oh,
I know. No, but aren't you going to host a late night dating thing for him, a one-to-one where it's just a ladies' night?
Oh yeah. I'm gonna try that. A one-to-one, a dating night for Salty Nuts, which would be good. You know, so if you know any single young ladies, Tammy, just give them the channel details. When they see the interview with Salty Nuts on, it'll just be a ladies' night.
Avoid it like the plague.
Yeah, avoid it like.
Don't go to this channel.
Oh, if you know any other young ladies, we've got a nice single young man here in the chat room. His name's Mel. He's from Brooklyn, New York, and he's a fantastic poet, YouTuber, very down to earth, great guy. He's looking for love.
Oh, see, I have friends that would fit both. I have friends that have high standards, and then I have friends that don't have any. So we might be able to.
So the ones who don't have any standards, you should send them to watch Salty Max's interview, and you can send the others on to Mel.
Yeah,
I will.
Oh, I'll tell you what, Mel will now unsubscribe to me now. He'll say, that's it, I'm not going on his channel anymore. I'm just trying to get him some love.
Hey, he should be subscribing to mine. I'm going to find him a lady, you know.
Yeah. So Mel, I hope you subscribe to Tammy. Yeah, you know, it's like I love talking really slowly and quietly for Granny Monster. Oh, for Granny Monster, I love that woman. Oh, and dark matter. Yeah, I'm on the dark side, but I'm going on the lighter side. That's it. I'm going to start my own live streams called The Lighter Side of Darkness.
Ooh.
So I'm going to be a Jedi. I'm going to be, instead of Darth Vader, the dark side. So who's coming on the what? Who's coming on the bright side of life and not the dark side, the dark matter side? And the Cab 7 side. We're going to get our own live streaming every night with a light side.
Yep. We are the light. We are the light. We will defend the truth. We are not haters. We are creators.
Man.
So, has anybody got any questions for this lovely young lady? Yeah, I'm the Jedi, Mel. Yeah. Yeah, the new Star Wars will be out shortly, Christmas time. So, has anyone got any questions? Have you got any more for Tammy, Bossman?
Let's have a think.
Yes, me and Adam. Hold on, Adam. Me and Adam, myself and Adam, on the 15th of October, we're going for 24 hours. So he's going to do 12 and I'm going to do 12.
Oh, deal. I have a question for you, Tammy.
Yes, Adam.
Do you have, or did you have, any nicknames?
I do.
Oh, that's a good one. I never thought about that one.
Oh gosh, Adam. Killing you ever so gently. My first nickname that I can remember, and still, well, sometimes I still get called all these nicknames, and I've got a few that I don't like to be called, but those are from, you know, the hater people. But the one ever since I was a little baby was Yang. Y-A-N-G. Yang or Yanger, Yang. And the story being, when I was a little baby in my little bassinet, of course, you know, the dad, you know, have to come scare the baby and, you know, everything. He come into the room and he bumped my bassinet and a pitcher fell and it actually smacked me on the nose. And I actually have a spot on my nose from this to this day. And he swore I cried. When I cried, it was yang, 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 yang. And so it lasted forever. And I also have the nickname Tammy Lee Model T from my grandfather and my grandma. And I have an uncle who calls me Shug.
You have a couple of other questions now.
Do what?
You have some questions now. A question from Mel. Right, the first question from Mel is, what is it that you want the world to know about you? If you could have one thing for the world to know about Tammy, what would it be?
Oh boy. I'm like an onion. There's more to me than just the first layer.
I see, you're a bit like Shrek. You like onions, there's layers.
Yeah.
Onion has layers.
I'm a little more than what you get once you get to know me. You know, a lot of people don't take the time, so I'm a little different. You know, I come across sometimes a little harder until I get to know you, but I'm a big softie at heart.
That's a good answer, that one.
And the next one from Mel is, do you have any advice for anyone starting a YouTube channel?
My biggest thing would be yourself and don't ever tell your subscribers a lie. Be as truthful as possible, because if you start lying, they're going to know it. People are going to feel it, and it's not going to do you any favors, I don't think. You know, you want to be truthful and just be yourself. You know, find yourself, you know, people are nervous. I mean, you know, I was nervous when I first started, you know, wanting to do the perfect job, but you just be yourself and just go with it and have fun with it. And the people who like it, they're going to come.
The other question from Mel is, what are your favorite and least favorite things about YouTube?
My favorite thing, I hear the husband. Hi, husband. My favorite thing is getting to meet so many new people across the world that I would never get to meet without having YouTube. My least favorite thing about YouTube would probably have to be, the people who just are ugly and want to show hate. That, I don't know, I guess they think that there's not enough YouTube to go around when there is. And of course, trolls, they seem to run a live stream in a hurry, which I feel sorry for them.
Richard wants to know, what is your YouTube channel name?
What is what?
What's your YouTube channel name?
Myworldinokc. And that's because my world here in Oklahoma City
is your world.
Yes, and we've got Thorn Draven in the room tonight. Hello, Thorn. I hope you're all right from Canada, up there in the north. And oh, I've got a new subscriber, Judy Lee.
Right on.
Just come up. I don't know who that is, so I'll have to.
Keith, the husband, just got here.
Yes, I know you said hello to him, but he hasn't shown his face. What's his name, by the way, Tammy?
Mike.
Ike.
Mike.
I can like Ike Eisenhower.
No, Mike. M.
Mike. Oh, Mike, where are thou?
Come and say hello.
Come and say hello. Yeah.
Mel says thank you, Tammy, for answering his questions.
You're very welcome. I'm new at YouTube, so I don't know. I just give my honest what I feel, because I know a lot of people would probably have some different answers. Yes, would you come say hello? I'm doing my live interview. So come say hello.
Hello, Mike.
Her.
Nice to meet you.
How you doing?
You've met Adam.
Hello again.
Hey, bud.
So what's the CBM stand for?
Cherokee Builder Material.
Oh, nice. Yeah, I tell you what, they look like nice T-shirts. We could do with one being sent over to the UK. Be free advertising here in the UK.
Did you want to mine? This is a supply house I buy from.
Oh, no, we want one of your companies so we can do some advertising in the UK for you.
I've got some. Sure, I'll have to send them over to you.
I'll have to send you one.
Yeah, extra large, please.
Yeah, I'm the same. XXL.
XXL, yeah. Well, I'll put my address in then for you, Tammy. I'll pay the shipping costs if you know.
Yeah, she can send some over there.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would appreciate that. And then when I do an interview, you know, it'll be all free advertising.
Can't miss them.
Yeah, yeah, free advertising.
Cool.
So she's been telling us that you particularly like Mexican food every night of the week.
Yeah.
I told him you didn't like that.
So, Mike, do you like fish?
Oh yeah.
And what type of fish do you like?
Crappie, catfish, trout.
So are you heard that, Tammy? He likes catfish and trout.
Well, if he would go catch some catfish, I would cook it for him. He likes to go noodle, where you reach your hand into a gigantic hole and pull out a fish. And he hasn't done that in a while. Last time he did it, how big was that fish?
64 pounds.
64-pound catfish he pulled out with his bare hands.
Cool. That was good then. So what hobbies have you got then, Mike?
What?
Hobbies.
Hobbies?
So many.
Hunt, fish, golf. I mean, anything that's got to do with outdoors, I love to do it.
Yeah, yeah. So have you ever been skiing or snowboarding or anything like that?
I used to snow ski up in Lake Tahoe every year.
Yeah, yeah. And what about white water rafting?
Oh yeah, yeah. I used to do that out on the American River in California.
Oh, I bet that was good. You know, I bet you got no video or film of that, have you?
No, I don't have nothing like that.
Oh, what a shame. Been brilliant. That would have been.
That was back when, you know, the phones were, you know, this big. Or you had the pay, you didn't have the phone.
Yeah.
Yeah. So what do you think about your wife talking to different fellas from around the world like me on this one-to-one with her?
I don't mind it.
Oh, yeah. Oh, well, that's good, you know, because, I mean, it's just getting to know each other. That's all we do this interviewing for, isn't it, Mr. Bossman, Adam?
It is. It is.
They're both in the UK right now. So it's like 9 or 10 o'clock for them.
Yeah, yeah.
It's 5 to 11 at night.
Yeah.
We used to have.
You've always got an invite to come to the UK if you'd like to, anytime.
I appreciate that. We used to have a guy that played paintball that was from the UK, and he comes.
Germany.
Oh, it's Germany.
Yeah, Xander.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
He used to come over once in a while and buy a bunch of gear and take it back over there.
Yeah.
We used to own a paintball store years ago.
Wow. Oh, Bossman, another question from Mel, although she's answered it once.
I know. We should have to answer it again because Mel's asked it. Tammy, what? Oh, no. Let's not ask Tammy. Let's ask Mike a question.
Yeah.
Mike, what was it like for you when you first met Tammy? We've heard her answer.
Yeah, they've heard my answer.
Honestly, I wanted to throw her out of the house.
Because we think she was very rude to you to begin with until a certain drink happened.
Yeah, yeah. Real close to her, almost getting kicked out of the house the first night.
Well, what happened later?
Well,
That-
20 later, here we are.
That was a good question, that, for Mike. Have you got any more, Mel? Because that was a good one for Mike to answer about Tammy. So, oh, yeah, here's one, Mike. What annoys you most about Tammy?
Ooh.
Oh,
He's the one that comes up with the good answers. Do I look fat? No. Does this look? Yes.
What annoys me the most, I guess, her cell phone. When I'm trying to watch TV, she'll be sitting in there on the couch playing her videos all the way up. I can't hear the TV.
Mike, I have an answer for you. You should invest in a pair of Bluetooth headphones or something, wireless headphones. So then you can listen to the telly and she can do what she does.
Well, she's got headphones for her phone. She just don't use them.
He's always bringing them to me.
Mel has another question for you both. This is for both of you. How did you both get into paintball in the first place?
How did we get into what?
Paintball.
Paintball.
My neighbor, a good friend of mine, we started playing in the field across the street, and it grew from there. And then a friend of mine had a paintball store that he was wanting to get rid of, so we bought it from him. And then Tammy got to love it as much as I did. I used to travel state to state and play tournaments and stuff.
He used to play professional and travel all over the states to play. And I would stay home and run the shop if it was too far away. If it was somewhere close, then I would go out and, we'd do tournaments and such, and, I'd run those and stuff. So it was fun. You definitely got to meet a lot of young people, and I thought it was nice to give, young people something else to do that was outside. A lot of kids don't spend very much time outside anymore, so it was kind of nice to see young people get sunshine.
Yeah, agreed on that. Definitely. There's too many people sat on computers, especially when they get to our age, my age. I'm not at all energetic now.
When you get older, I mean, one thing to stay indoors all the time, but the kids' generations these days, they don't know what it's like to have to spend all day outside.
No.
We were kids, or at least my parents kicked me out of the house at sunrise and told me not to come back till sunset.
Go play outside.
Yeah.
We knew to be home when the sun went down.
Yeah, I was the same when I was brought up. Never indoors. It was always out. But nowadays, I don't know, people tend to keep the kids indoors, or the kids want to stay indoors on the computer, Xbox, PlayStation, or whatever.
Yeah.
Another question from Mel. Did you win any awards, and what were the tournaments like?
The tournaments were called Speedball. Each game was 3 minutes long, and it was basically a flag in the center of the field. You had to get the flag and get it to the other side of the field within 3 minutes. And there was 3-man, 5-man, and 9-man teams. And mainly, the most we ever won was some paintball gear. But the guns that we used to use, they were like $1,200 a piece. So it was a pretty good prize package for all the guys. We'd all win all gear, yeah.
So is there any more questions, or is that the end of the questions? Because we've been on 2 hours, and I think Adam wants to do his own live stream now.
I'm doing mine in half an hour.
Yeah, so I'm going to say thank you, everybody, for coming in the chat window. Thank you, Tammy, for coming on to my interview one-to-one. Thanks to Mike for allowing it, and for Mike to take part towards the end. And I hope that you've got a nice dinner for afterwards, that you're going to treat him, Tammy. Nice bottle of wine or whatever.
She's not even had her dumplings, because she's doing chicken with dumplings, isn't she?
Yeah.
Thank you so much for having me, Keith. I really appreciate it. This was so much fun.
It was nice meeting you guys.
Yeah. And thank you, Adam, for taking part and looking after the chat window. So we'll catch you on another live stream then, Tammy. And I appreciate it, and I hope you've enjoyed the experience of talking to the Eagle.
Yes, thank you so much. I appreciate it. Until next time, I'm sure I'll Google you because I need that address.
Yeah. Okay then. Bye.
Before you go, Keith, just say thank you very much for all the hard work you put in over the last month and doing these one-to-one interviews. Because you take a lot of time watching people's channels and watching their videos and learning about them and then asking them the questions. You do a fantastic job, Keith.
You do.
Thank you very much, Adam. Really appreciate that. And thank you very much, Mary Reid, for coming in, and Southern Yankee Homestead Journey. Really appreciate all the comments and you all taking part. So bye for now. Don't forget, drone worship on Thursday night at 10 p.m. UK time.
Good. Bye, everyone. Thank you.
Bye.